These protests that we saw 2 days ago, the violent taking over of a hall in Barnard, is one of the same protests that started on October 12, 2023. Columbia University and Barnard College refused to deal with it back then, and it's just been growing ever since. Hate doesn't go away on its own, extremism doesn't go away on its own. If you don't deal with it, it stays around. There is no logical consistency in these students and faculty protesters. Hamas is against women, Hamas is against LGBTQ community, Hamas is against people of color. The exact things that these students supposedly are trying to argue for, they are supporting the terrorist organization that goes against all of that. The first thing is indoctrination. This is the consequences of 20 years of indoctrination. We have indoctrinated students, and they are not the problem. The problem has always been the professors who've been indoctrinating them. As I say, just because you have a PhD, just because you were admitted to Barnard or Columbia, it doesn't mean you're smart. It means that you're able to pass certain tests. And of course, that doesn't mean that you're morally consistent or morally upstanding. We have to remember that while this happened at Barnard, this was organized by a Columbia organization. A Columbia organization that is an umbrella organization of 93 student groups that are formally recognized and receive money from Columbia University. It's one of the same. We have to remember also why this happened. This happened because 4 students, 2 Barnard students and 2 Columbia students, targeted an Israeli professor at the first day of campus, barged into his class on the modern history of Israel. Those Barnard students were expelled, and that's why they were protesting 2 days ago. I've heard from Jewish students, but I've also heard from non-Jewish students. They are fed up. They're paying more than $90,000 and are seeing their classes being canceled because there's no leadership. They see no accountability, and they're just sick of it. I got emails from parents saying, "What are we paying $90,000 for?" So then Barnard can go and clean up the mess of the students that got to walk scot-free. It doesn't make any sense. I called Shafiq a coward. I call Katrina Armstrong just incompetent. We don't need bureaucrats to run $14 billion endowed universities. We need leaders, and Columbia and Barnard do not have leaders. There's a video I captured on my phone that I then put on social media of me trying to talk with a faculty, a professor, one professor to another. You know what happened? A student protester